What's goody? We back. You know, sorry for the delay. I've been really busy. I haven't had time to focus on YouTube, to be honest. I got a lot of stuff going on. Not bad, not anything bad. Definitely big moves. I have a lot of video ideas. I haven't given up on anything, or I have been slacking with the posts and stuff like that. But I'm trying to get that back together as the school is concluding. So we're gonna get right back into it. We're gonna do our thing. I know I've been saying that for a little bit, but I just been trying to find a way to like manage studying and then work and then this. Editing takes a lot of time, recording takes a lot of time. So stay tuned for views. I'm not gonna make any crazy promises that it's gonna be consistent, but I'm definitely gonna dish out videos when I can. And let's get straight into it. 5 things you wish you knew. Let's talk about it. Believe in yourself. Stop searching for love. And when I say stop searching for love, I don't mean romantically. I mean in the way of stop searching for validation. Stop searching for acceptance or approval. When it comes to decisions you want to make, just do it. I would always tell people that, hey, I'm gonna do this. Hey, I'm gonna do that. Love me, give me approval, give me acceptance. I'm gonna do this. One of the problems with this is that you're telling people your plans. Some people don't have your best interest at heart, so they throw negative energy your way. It's best to just stay quiet and just achieve the goal. It could be underwhelming telling people, hey, I'm gonna do this, and you're so excited, right? You're so pumped up to move forward with this new project, this new idea, this new goal, and they don't have as much enthusiasm as you. They're just like, oh, okay, that's cool. And it's like nah, bro, you're supposed to be hyped up with me. You're supposed to be like, hell yeah, you're we're gonna do this. But the reality of it is that when you're doing that, it's because you don't truly believe in it. At least that's my mindset. If you have to do that and have somebody else kind of approve it, then you don't truly believe in it, because you're looking for an external source to give you that motivation. I made a hit list of my goals, right? And I just stay quiet. That's the best thing to do, is just stay quiet, act like you're not doing anything, and then let the results speak for themselves. You don't even gotta tell people what you did or what you're gonna do, because the results is there and they'll be excited for you. They'll give you that, because if you're trying to force it, telling people hey, I'm gonna do this, hey, searching for that love, searching for that validation, it could be underwhelming. And like I said, not everybody has your best interest at heart. You keep your head down and you focus, and don't look for something external when you have it within yourself. All that matters is that when you achieve it, you're proud of yourself. You're not doing it because somebody else is watching. You're not doing it because people are how people are gonna react to that accomplishment. You're doing it because of how you're gonna react to the accomplishment. And that's all that truly matters. Number 2 is be decisive. And oftentimes, me being the oldest, I had to be a second parent, and me which it shouldn't have to be that way, but long story short, I've always had to be in positions to where I had to decide. And when I chose not to decide, it was always something unfavorable. And up until last year, that's when I told myself that I'd stop basically shying away, being scared of whatever outcome. Because that's really where it came from, is that I'd shy away because I feared the outcome. I'd fear that I'd choose wrong and that I'd be in a bad situation, or that we'd be in a bad situation, whoever my team is or whoever I'm with. And so with that fear, it made me not choose. But guess what? A choice has to be made. And life will choose for you, or somebody else will choose for you. So when it comes to deciding, I'd rather fail with my own hands than somebody else causing me to fail, or if that makes sense in this situation, because then I'd know how to recover a lot better. I made that promise to myself. I journaled or whatever. I know it sounds weird, you probably think that's lame, but it just kind of became a problem because I shied away and a lot from making a decision. And I just promised myself all right, that's it, I'm gonna choose something, and whatever I choose, whatever decision I choose to make with my life, I'm gonna see it through no matter what. Whether if I fail, whether if I win, I'm going to see it through. Because if I fail, I'll learn from it and I'll grow, and maybe that's something I could give somebody advice on, hey, don't go that way. I went that way and I failed, or whatever. But I'll learn. Because the thing about being a leader is that, or being somebody that's ambitious, is that it's not always just going to be wins. You're gonna make those blunders, you're gonna make those mistakes. That goes into number 3. Sorry, I was trying to think of how to put it, but learn to be a great leader. And I'm gonna make a whole separate video on this, on how to be a great leader. But they often say not everybody is meant to lead, but I believe that every man leads in his own way, and eventually he does have to have something that he leads, whether that's a family, whether that's a team, whether that's you moved up in your job and you're a manager now or whatever. And there's some books that are really good to learning how to be a great leader, and it's Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, and The Way of the Superior Man. I forgot the author for that, but you should easily find it. But it is very important to be a great leader because eventually your family will look at you for guidance. Eventually, especially if you have little siblings, they will always look at you for guidance. We all know what terrible leaders look like: bosses, managers, supervisors, whatever it is that don't know how to do their job, they don't do well. But there's also ones that you know are really good. There's also great managers, like damn, great teachers, great mentors. Like I said, it can be intimidating to take on that role of responsibility, to take on that role of being a leader. But that's where that confidence in yourself comes in. That's where that belief in yourself comes in. And also, I think an aspect of being a great leader is knowing that you don't know everything, knowing that you don't have all the answers, knowing that you might have some weaknesses, but that's why you have a team, so that you could utilize everybody and create maximum potential and basically create maximum results. It all comes down to who you are and who do you want to be. Number 4 is work harder and smarter. A lot of people are looking at 5 tips on how to make passive income. I know you see it. And you've probably done this yourself. You can't even lie. I know you probably done this, or how to be a millionaire fast or whatever. And it's like, now this generation, quick, great results with the littlest effort. And that's cool and all, because if you're getting results, then why not, right? And how do you know how far you can truly go? And how do you know what is your limit if you're not pushing that threshold? You don't appreciate the things that you didn't work hard for. Nobody is appreciative when they're fat, and whatever you fucking see is fake. That shit is fake. That's a lie. They're lying to themselves. I think it was Joe Rogan, he said this: anybody would push a button to have a nice body. If there was a button to quickly have a nice body, anybody would push it in an instant. That even furthers my point of that when you obtain something easily, you don't appreciate it, because it takes no effort to be overweight. It takes no effort to be unhealthy. But when you actually work for something, you appreciate your body more. You have that great physique, you appreciate it a lot more. You take care of it a lot more. Same thing with money. Same thing with goals. A lot of times you don't hit your goal because you probably weren't in a position to appreciate it. But it will come later. Keep fighting for it. And oftentimes I find that working hard makes the reward a lot more worth it. Recently, I've been training, I've been bulking. I'm trying to get like Creed, you know what I'm saying? I come out of school tired already, like sleepy. I want to go to bed already. But I know that the sleep is going to hit a lot more better after the gym, after the shower. So I'm like, you know what, bro? Let me just go to the gym. I know I'm going to be knocked out and I'm going to feel good when I wake up. I know that's weird, but that's how I think about it. And so it helps me. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, the hard work makes the reward a lot more worth. And the last one, number 5, don't forget to be grateful. And I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, a lot of this generation is not grateful and they don't appreciate what they have. But I'm going to use myself as an example. I have 2 stories. I had a bad couple of days, right? This was a while ago. I had a bad couple of days. And I didn't know why. Like, I just felt off. I felt weird. I felt like mad and upset and depressed. And so one day I wake up in the morning and I'm like, I wake up and I instantly have this influx of thoughts. Damn, I gotta go to work, man. Damn, I don't want to go to work. Man, I gotta do the dishes. I gotta clean. I gotta do all this stuff. I gotta cook some food and I gotta study for this test. Instantly, like, my first thought in the morning is that. How do you think that affects me later on in my day? Just starting my morning off with negativity. How do you think that affects the people around me? And so I instantly caught myself and I'm like, oh, that's why. That's why I have a bad day. That's why people are so negative in general. And that's like, once I had that influx, I caught it right away. Like, I was being present in my mind and visualize. I was like, okay, we need to change this. So I instantly changed to being grateful. I'm like, nah, you know what? I'm grateful that I have a job and that I'm making money. I'm grateful that I even woke up this morning. I'm grateful for that I have all functions in my body. I'm grateful that I have my family. You know, I started practicing gratitude, and now I do that every morning, whether if it's in prayer or just in my thoughts. And it helps a lot with your mindset, because if you start the morning off with negativity, that's just like, what's that? Like a little snowball, like getting bigger and bigger, rolling down the hill, and then you just have a bad day or have a bad week. You don't want it to get to that. The second example was that I was driving, right? So I stop at the red light. I'm sorry, I'm everywhere. I stop at the red light and I see this beautiful car. And I'm like, damn, man, like that car is so nice. And then I'm kind of like, damn, I don't even have the car yet. And then I start thinking, and then I look to my right and I see people at the bus stop, and it's hot as hell, and I'm like, oh snap, there's somebody probably out there looking at me or looking at one of these cars and thinking, damn, I wish I had a car. I wish I didn't have to take the bus stop. And that just changed my whole perspective, because it made me think about that meme. And if I have the picture, I'll like post it up. I'm pretty sure you guys seen it. I'm grateful I have this car. I'm grateful that I have a means of transportation, that I don't have to be taking the bus, or that I even have legs. I started thinking like that deep into it, right? And it probably wasn't that deep, but practice being grateful, because it changes your mindset and it changes your perspective. And I think that it makes you more empathetic towards other people in reality. But yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. Mad love. Please like and subscribe, and share the video so I could get more support. And honestly, with the additional support, it helps me post more consistently, because I have something, like I have feedback, knowing that I have that support. And not like even like emotional, physical, but it'll get YouTube to monetize my videos more, or not monetize, get me the more views, get me the more like ratings up higher. Stay hard, not playing. But yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. Mad love, peace.